Monday afternoon to you all. How you doing? It is Horror Movie Monday. I'm OGP, hanging out with you. We are talking horror movies. If you think about it, if you wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up button. Just like a little bam, and it really helps out the channel, and I would appreciate it very, very much. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps a brother out. So please, if you would. Today, we're going to talk about 3 more Thanksgiving horror movies that I watched over this past week. And we're going to look forward to movies coming out in the theater next week, because this week, really much going on. Ain't really much going on. And I did not go to the theater this weekend. I was thinking about going to see Gladiator, but honestly, I just kind of busy and just didn't care enough. I get it. The first Gladiator movie, great. I'm not sure how this one is, but I just don't care. It's not something that interests me. I'm not, and when it goes as far as movies, I know it's not like fantasy, like Lord of the Rings or something, but I'm not into movies from that time period generally, and I just didn't care, from the history related movies. So I did not see it. Maybe I will at some point. We'll talk about it. I don't know. Wicked, the other one that came out this week, I couldn't give 2 fucks. I couldn't care at all about Wicked. I was going to go see it because my daughter wanted to go see it, but it didn't work out. We were decorating the outside of the house and doing some other things, and just didn't get around to going to see it. She wants to go see it. Master Chaos saw it. He said he loved it. I'm not sure. I think it's Wet Movie 1's favorite movie of all time now. But Wicked, it's out there now. I don't care at all. I really don't. But next week, not like like 3 days from now ish, but next week we get the Werewolves movie, which I'm looking forward to. We have Wolfman next month, or in January, and I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Werewolves looks pretty good. That comes out December 6th. Also, Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties, the new Trailer Park Boys movie, which I thought was, well, I guess they couldn't call it Bubbles and the Shit Rockers, but so the new Trailer Park Boys hits theaters next week as well. So there will be a double feature. Maybe I'll do the review separately or whatever. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely be checking those out next week. So Werewolves, Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties, coming out next week. This week, we have to talk about the 3 movies, the homework assignment. If you did your homework, you would have watched Black Friday, Poltergeist, and Home Sweet Home. The Home Sweet Home from 1981 right there. I watched those 3 movies. One was pretty darn good. One was, and another was, what the fuck am I watching? And I guess maybe, well, let me say hello to everybody here first. It's very early. For a horror movie Monday. We normally go 7 p.m. It's 3. So we're 4 hours early today, because by 7 p.m. I will be on the way to the airport to take off to New York City. I will be in New York by this time tomorrow. We're earlier than this. I'll be in New York. We're doing a red eye, but I'll be in New York about 6 a.m. tomorrow. So a week full of fun out there. We're going to be, we're going to go see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in person. We're going to go do some ice skating at Bryant Park. We like Bryant. We've been ice skating at Central Park. We've been ice skating at Rockefeller Center, and we've been ice skating at Bryant Park at different times. We've been in New York, and we decided to go with Bryant Park again this time. We're going to go to the top of the Statue of Liberty. We're going to probably see a Broadway show or 2. Who knows? We're taking our little niece. We're going to take her to see Santa at Macy's and tons of other things. So it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a great time. And I am limited on space, and I don't know the hotel we're at. I don't know what the internet speed is going to be like as far as uploading videos. And originally, when I was doing daily videos, I was going to do a video, edit it, and upload it. But I think now I'm going to do a couple, maybe 2, 3 live streams while I'm out there. And then I will shoot another video to upload and edit when we get back. 1 or 2 or 3 or more. But I'll do some videos to edit and upload when I get home. But we'll do some live streams out there from New York. So look for those over the next week. Also, next Monday, Horror Movie Monday, I have it scheduled for the normal time, 7 p.m., where I would do it at 10 p.m. in New York. But we'll see how that goes. That may change based on the events of the day. So we'll see about that. But we'll definitely still be doing a Horror Movie Monday 1 week from today. But Gale, how you doing? Michael McNally from Barbara and Michael, what's up? Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you all. Gale, I'm very thankful for you. Michael, you and Barbara both very thankful for you. Wicked Network, I am thankful for you, Wicked. What's up, Wicked? Did you get a hangover from the Saturday? So not really. I woke up, I don't know, about 4 o'clock in the morning, had to go take a leak. And I could tell, I was like, oh, I'd been drinking I didn't, usually I wake up and I'm fine, but I could tell that I had been drinking, but I was fine. No hangovers, nothing like that. Just because the beginning of the evening, we were going pretty hard with the booze, but then just throughout sampling the rest of those, the alcohol content wasn't that high. So I kind of tapered it off and got a good night's sleep. So no hangover, but it was a lot of fun, man. Well, what a lot of fun. If any of you missed that video that I did a couple days ago, sampling different types of holiday drinks, highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. And I got a new name. A new moniker, thanks to the legend Mel, Miss My Killer Podcast. Look. The notorious OGP, aka Nog Ross, the king of wishful drinking. Nog, not Bob Ross, but Nog Ross. Because we mix a little drinky poos. We're making art out of the little drinky poos with the eggnog, and it was a lot of fun. So Nog Ross, the king of wishful drinking. We might just switch over, and we might just totally ditch OGP, because I am loving Nog Ross. That is an amazing little handle, little moniker there. Absolutely love it. So, but what a fun time it was the other night. Hey, why are you talking about me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Dominic, what's up, Dominic? I am thankful for you, Dominic. Let's see here. And Daniel, what's up, Daniel? How you doing? I'm very thankful for you as well. It is Thanksgiving week, and I am very thankful for everybody, all the legends, all of you that come and hang out with me and talk horror movies or do whatever goofy, dumb stuff I'm up to. Has anyone seen the trailer for Dear Santa with Jack Black? I like it was kind of the corner of my eye. I saw it. I don't know if I'm ready to support Jack Black yet. Remember the day after Trump was shot in his ear, and not to get political or anything, but they were saying something like it was the other dude's birthday, and they were telling him to make a wish. The other dude in Jack Black's little band, whatever they call themselves, I forget. But it's Jack Black and the other dude, and they were asking him what he wished for his birthday, and the guy said to have like better aim or something, like basically saying that he wanted Trump dead. Not cool. And Jack Black just kind of stood there in silence, and he put like a thing on saying we're canceling our tour and stuff like that. But I wanted Jack Black to come out and condemn what his partner said and say, look, that's not right. You like the guy, you don't like the guy. We're not publicly wishing for somebody's death. Imagine if somebody said that about Barack Obama or Joe Biden. The world would lose its shit. So I'm not sure. I'm still undecided if I'm going to be supporting Jack Black at all ever again. I don't know. Very disappointing him. I've always loved Jack Black. Don't care about his politics. But dude, I'm sorry, man. You had an opportunity to go like, bro, not cool. Or like he spoke out of his ass. He's frustrated. He said something he shouldn't have said, something. But what they said, their apology was bullshit. And so I don't know about Jack Black. I don't know if I care. I've heard the trailer looks pretty good, but we'll see. Doing movie hunting in NYC. I am not sure if we'll do any movie hunting in NYC. I'm kind of just burnt out on collecting. I have so much stuff that I need to watch. And in New York, we are like, I mean, we are going to be so busy. We have so many things planned. It is such a fun city. There's no time to just walk around and go to like movie stores or thrift stores. So I got so much better things to do with my life than walk around a thrift store. Here's the thing. I go to Vegas. I love Zia Records. I'm over by Hollywood. I love Amoeba. But those are things I do all the time. When I'm in New York, I don't get to go there all the time. So I want to go enjoy New York and this holiday season. So I don't know. If I run across a movie store, maybe, and I know of a couple. But if I'm near them, if I walk by them, maybe we'll walk in, see if they have anything cool. But don't plan on seeing a full movie hunting video from me when I come back. Finished with season 1 of Dexter. Really am enjoying the show. I definitely like to see Dexter crossover with the Punisher. That would be Dominic. I'm telling you, that would be the best. That would be the best crossover of all time. And I'm glad you are enjoying Dexter because I love that show. The first 4 seasons are some of the greatest TV show seasons ever. James Ottawa. You know what? You have mentioned. Oh, that it is indeed.
It's vamp time.
It is indeed vamp time. Robert follows up with the same sentiment that it is doubly indeed.
It's vamp time. It's vamp time.
I figured we had to do a double. We had to do a double there. It is indeed vamp time. What's up, everybody? Oh man, Robert, I am very thankful for you, my brother, and Antonis. I'm thankful for you, and Preminator. I am very thankful for you all. And Nocturno, what's up, Nocturno? Thankful for all of you legends hanging out. It is Thanksgiving week, and I try to say it as much as possible, but I appreciate y'all, and y'all really make this so much more fun. So let's see here. Is that Jack Skellington on the shirt? Yes, it is. This is a shirt from Nightmare Before Christmas right here. Boogie Boogie over there. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas shirt. Getting into the festive, into the holiday season here. So yeah, doing that. Tonight at midnight, I finally get to watch Terrifier 3. There you go. And it might be midnight East Coast time. So it might be 9 p.m. here, Antonis. Might be 9 p.m. Gale saying what's up to Robert, but there it is. Brian Sanchez. What up, Brian? How you doing? Very thankful for Brian. Yeah, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, if you would hit the thumbs up button. Thanks for the reminder there, Gale. Are you going to go to Yankee Stadium where they choke at? Yeah, man, what a choke job. Hey, you know what? The Yankees and the Padres basically handed the Dodgers that World Series because, man, their bats just went stone cold, basically just quit and allowed the Dodgers just to cruise like right to that World Series championship. But yeah, no, I've been to Yankee Stadium and probably passed by it, but I don't know. I don't plan on doing like tours or anything. The old Yankee Stadium, I would totally be up for doing like a tour. The new one, it's just a new ballpark. The old one had that history, all the way back to Babe Ruth. That was the house that Ruth built and stuff. So I don't think we'll go in it. When would you like me to come on the show, Dominic? That's a good question. We just got to play it by ear right now. We got to hang tight for me because today is not a good day because we're gonna bang out this episode and I'm gonna go get ready. We're already packed. I mean, we are packed. When I'm done with this episode, I'm gonna go get cleaned up, change out of this into something a little more comfortable for the flight, and we are out of here. So today's not a good day. Next week I'll be in New York. That's not good. But maybe when the week I come back, after I'm back home from New York, we could try for that one, Dominic. I really like Manhunter and the extra disc. Nice. And hopefully the extra disc, you had something to play that on. I'm not sure. Some, players and stuff are finicky about burn discs and stuff, but yeah, Manhunter, where, really, I mean, the books, were around, but where where Hannibal Lecter finally or first made appearance on the big screen was there in Manhunter. So it's a great one to have in a collection. Glad you enjoyed, Gale. Robert loves a shirt. Well, thank you very much, Robert. Jeff, what up, Jeff? Very thankful for Jeff. Have a safe trip. Enjoy yourself. Definitely will do that. I appreciate that. How many minutes in does Art dress up as Santa? I've only seen it once, and I don't remember. It's kind of early in the movie. It's kind of early. Love Fenway Park, Gale. I am with you. Fenway Park is my favorite ballpark. I absolutely love Fenway, and it's funny. There was a vote by like Major League Baseball fans this past season, and they were voting for the favorite or the best stadium in Major League Baseball. And the final two, it was like a tiered kind of thing. The final two were Fenway Park and Petco Park in San Diego, and I think Petco nudged them like kind of got the final victory there. But it's just because it's so much newer. It's so much newer. I've been to San Francisco, pretty damn nice ballpark. Angel Stadium, dump. Dodger Stadium, dump. Petco Park, Fenway Park, the new Yankee Stadium, amazing. Kansas City, dump. The new Phillies ballpark, pretty nice. Haven't been inside of it, but I've seen it from the outside, pretty nice. I'd love to go to the Pittsburgh ballpark, but the Pirates, you could go for cheap because the Pirates always suck. But Fenway for the history, and you go down and there's parts of the stadium that are original from over 100 years ago. It's just amazing. And the only stadium that I've ever been to for baseball that has the same type of vibe as an NFL game is Fenway Park. The entire game is rowdy and crazy like an NFL game. San Diego, Orange County, like for the Angels, and LA, everybody's pretty much chill. You get into it, when it's a playoff game or something like that. But San Diego, everybody's, busy, just chilling, smoking weed, drinking beer. LA, everybody shows up in the 4th inning and goes home in the 7th inning. The Angels, they've sucked for so long that their fan base isn't really there. And the Giants are having some down years. So, I mean, West Coast baseball is a different animal from East Coast baseball. But I'm telling you, Fenway Park, there is nothing like it on this planet. It as far as baseball goes, it's amazing. I hope you and your family have a safe trip. Well, thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that. Mr. Bones. What up, Mr. Bones? Hope you have a phenomenal trip in New York. OGB, big green population over there. A green, I'm not sure what a green population is, but New York, I'm very much looking forward to it. We love New York, and very much looking forward to getting back out there. But here we go. We've got to talk about these movies, and we'll talk about Black Friday first, because this is the easiest one. Black Friday was fun. Black Friday had a story you could follow along. It had like actors we love. The knocks on Black Friday, I would say the store was obviously not a toy store. They went and got toys and stocked the shelves to try and make it look like a toy store. But so much of the shelves were like empty or had like one box or something. So it clearly wasn't a real toy store. They should have gotten maybe something a little smaller, or I don't know. But that's kind of nitpicky stuff. Having Bruce Campbell in there was amazing. I was a little worried early on because he was just sitting in his office talking over the loudspeaker and stuff. I was worried that that's all we were going to get from Bruce Campbell, but no, he came out and was a very major part of the film. And man, Black Friday, very funny. Lots of great, crazy moments, good effects. The end was kind of wonky. Like, okay, and I know it's a comedy. And one of the reasons, like, people, will complain, especially people that make comedy movies. Oh, we never get awards and stuff. Well, your story sometimes lacks. We may get a bunch of laughs out of it, but the story. So at the end of the movie, they've kind of, and if you haven't seen Black Friday, I told you, do your homework. So we're spoiling it here, so suck it. At the end of the movie, they're outside. They're trying to get out. And like they're in there. There's these shopper zombie people all over the place, and they're trying to get out. And then they go out, and it's kind of funny. The way they ended up killing the big monster and stuff was very good. I'm not going to completely spoil everything. But then they just get in a car and drive off, and you see like off in the distance another store having the big monster pop out of it and stuff. But they just ride off into the distance and like, we're good. Is the apocalypse breaking out? Is it just at these stores? What's going on? So they kind of left it open ended. Like I'm wondering, like, were they hoping to do a sequel? Was it just like, fuck it, it's comedy, who cares? So the ending, I was a little like, but the characters, I thought, for being a comedy, we got to know what's Devin Sawa, right? His character is, kind of like the deadbeat dad, wants to get home to his kid and stuff. Well, he's not the deadbeat dad, but he's like the single dad and trying to get home to his kid, but he's like, in love with the younger girl at the store. So he's like not a good role model for the kid and stuff like that. But, but what happens to him and stuff is it's very interesting. It's very funny, but the story seemed like it had a lot of plot holes, but I laughed quite a bit going through it. But I was worried at the beginning. I was like, oh, how is this going to turn out? But I really liked it. So without completely spoiling Black Friday, I don't even know if I rated it on Letterboxd, but thinking about it right now, I would give it a 3 out of 5. I would give it 3 stars out of 5. It's better than average. It's a good comedy. Great to watch Christmas or Thanksgiving. Probably keep it on the Thanksgiving because it takes place the day after Thanksgiving. But it was good. It was. I think it was probably better than I had expected. There was, you had the characters that you liked and rooted for. You had the characters that you kind of bugged you and stuff. You just, it was just a fun ride. It was just a fun ride. Let's see here. So, so 3 out of 5 on that one. And it's, I don't want to just sit here and completely, one thing that I don't like doing with reviews is I don't want to go scene by scene. This is what happens in the movie. That's kind of pointless because it's just telling you the movie when you could just go watch it. Things I liked about Black Friday before we move on. Shot well, pretty good effects, a decent location. Looked like they had a good budget, good cast. The actors, for the most part, were pretty believable for a horror comedy, and I think it was all put together pretty well. If I had knocks, the ending was a little wonky, the storyline, and the store kind of looked like it was not. It looked, what it looked like? It looked like one of the Big Lots that closed down, and they went and got a bunch of toys to put on the shelves, but the store was way too big. They didn't have enough toys, so that's what it kind of looked like. So those would be my knocks, but a 3 out of 5. It was good. I'll definitely watch it again. Will I watch it every single year? I'm not sure. But it's definitely good enough that if I ever start a Thanksgiving collection and actually get physical media of all these movies, that's one I would definitely pick up. So let's see here. What I was tripping on was the monsters look like Deadites, and Bruce's character was afraid of them. But I have to accept he ain't supposed to be Ash, right? So no, and that's where it is very hard when you see Bruce Campbell in a movie and you're waiting for him to go full Ash, where in this movie, yes, he was kind of quite the coward. But when they were all sitting around having their powwow, and you really found out what kind of a dickhead he really was, where the store was his life and he didn't really care about the other people, it's just all about, making money and everything. That was pretty funny. But for the most part, yeah, his character was quite the anti-Ash. But that's okay. Yeah, you're right. We definitely have to accept that he's not Ash. Waffle House, they left for pancakes in Black Friday. Yeah. Man, some very funny moments. Some very funny moments in the movie. OGP Harley, recommended you Elves with Dan Haggerty. I love its movie, but so bad, but I enjoyed it. I hardly recommend it. I can't, if I'm reading that right. But Brian, I'll tell you something about that movie Elves, and I think a lot of folks know the director of that movie, Jeff. I am very good friends with Jeff and Jeff Mandel, who directed that movie. I enjoyed the movie. Yeah, it's not perfect, and he knows it's not perfect. But Elves, if you can find a VHS copy of it, grab it because and then mail it to me because they're worth about $100 because there's not many out there. It was never released on DVD or Blu-ray, and they're trying someday to get it out there on like a Blu-ray release or something, but just the legalities are tough. But Jeff was on the very first episode of Ultra Terrestrials with Mastercast Mel and myself. Jeff has been on an episode of Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. I don't know if he's ever been on my channel or not, but Jeff is an amazing guy. I love Jeff. He's such a great guy, and I really hope one day that we get to see Elves on a disc, or even just re-released in high quality, because when you watch it now, you got to find it on YouTube, and the quality is not there. Elves is hard to find, but I love Elves and I love Jeff. Great. And Dan Haggerty, what a legend. Monsters in a Mall, quick and easy synopsis. Monsters in a Mall, quick and easy synopsis. It's a simple story, but here's the thing. You don't have to, that story for Black Friday, you don't have to go have some really deep, multi-layered. You just have to have a fun story with a beginning, give me an arc, and give me an end. Let me see what's going on. Let me learn about the characters. Let me learn what is their problem, and let's see how they resolve it. And the resolution I wasn't too happy with. Otherwise, it was pretty fun. But a movie like that, you don't need some deep, thought provocative plot or anything. Blackbeard, what's up, Blackbeard? How you doing? Good to see you. I am very thankful for you, Blackbeard. And Liv, what up, Liv? I'm very thankful for you as well, Liv. I'm thankful for all the legends hanging out, talking horror movies with me all year. It is Thanksgiving week, and if I don't say it, if I haven't said it or don't say it enough, I just want everybody to know I'm very thankful for you all. We hang out together, talk movies, and have some fun. And occasionally do stupid stuff and wind up with new names like Nog Ross, the king of wishful drinking. Black Friday was decent, but I prefer a more serious tone for my horror films. Yet, Jeff, I'm with you. I am more of, I want a dark, evil horror movie more than a goofy comedy. But I'll take the goofy comedies from time to time. Speaking of goofy comedies, the next one we'll talk about, Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. And we are talking 3 movies that we're watching for Thanksgiving horror movies, because we've been doing it all month long, seance and Thanksgiving 3, all kinds of Thanksgiving horror movies. And Poultrygeist, I will tell you what, I think the only reason this could even be like a Thanksgiving movie is the bird aspect. Otherwise, there's nothing really Thanksgiving about Poultrygeist. And it's chickens. It's not even turkeys. But we went with Poultrygeist because it was on the IMDb list of Thanksgiving movies. So I'm starting off this movie, and I hope you've all seen Poultrygeist. If you haven't, it's definitely something you need to see. Look at what's up, Miranda. Tom Devlin worked on Poultrygeist and was in it, and I know I was just about to mention that. His scene when the chicken nuggets attack him and stick to his face, hysterical stuff. And I think there was another one. I'm wondering There was another like shot when everybody was like full zombied out, where there was somebody who looked like Tom but had like a mohawk. I'm wondering if that was Tom also. But Tom was amazing in it, and I love the Poultrygeist, all the stuff that he has at his museum from Poultrygeist. It's great. But I just want to hear your opinion on Lou Ferrigno Thanksgiving movie. We'll talk about Home Sweet Home next, because that one, maybe a lot of it was the quality. But Poultrygeist, I get into this movie and I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of funny. I mean, it's very trauma. And I'm kind of like, okay, we got a guy with a fake dick jerking it, and I got to be careful so the YouTube gods don't shut the video down describing this movie. But the whole opening scene, getting the junk cut off and this and that and everything, I'm like, what's going on? This is wild. This is crazy. Okay, I'm in. Then we get to the protest, we get to the restaurant. The characters at the restaurant are hysterical. Hummus, who the black guy in the Marine uniform keeps calling Hamas. Fucking hilarious. There's so much stuff in this, and I don't, what is it, 2006 or something? So the movie's getting close to 20 years old. There are a lot of very subtleties, like the little sandwich that was. Was it Paco Bell or something like that? Some of the other names. The other character that was Carl Jr. instead of Carl Rolls Jr. He was just Carl Jr. There was very funny stuff there. But when we get to the bathroom, I am not like I don't need to see human shit. I don't need to see any type of shit in my life. I don't need it. And we get to that bathroom scene. Okay. In the movie, was it Hamburger University? I think Hamburger, right? Where the Asian dudes in the bathroom and all, the big, fat people had the X-Lax and they're running in there. And it's like, no flash, no, no, they're telling him no flash. Because he's sitting on the toilet and he takes a picture because they're all farting and the whole place blows up, right? That's funny. That's enough. I didn't need to see the actual shit. Poultrygeist, they're like, check it out. Not only are you going to see these turds, but you're going to see them coming out of the butthole. Then you're going to see them explode all over the wall, like a lot, over and over, and a lot of it. And at first, I was like, oh, I'm not. I don't know. But it was funny, but. Man, there was some parts that were just kind of gross. I like the characters, all the different characters. They all served a purpose. The main cast, they all served a purpose. The colonel who comes in and says something about the line where he's like, "Well, that cross ain't gonna burn itself." Oh my god! And everybody looks at him like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, the chicken ain't gonna eat itself." Like. I mean, like, come on, like Colonel Sanders, come on, the old Southern white guy in the white suit, like, I mean, there is the racial undertones there. So mocking that in the movie was very funny. What I wonder about Poultrygeist, because there was so much going on, so many different effects, and you definitely got to give them kudos, because when they said, you know what, we're going to make a batshit crazy movie, over the top, spare no expense on blood, effects, props, whatever, pretty much a one location movie. That's fine. They did very good with that. But spare no expense on everything else. And all the stuff was very funny. What I wonder though is you see, like the creators or writers, Lloyd Kaufman was one, I forget the other two guys, but it's like, there's no way 2 or 3 people came up with all that shit. So I wonder, and this is something that I'll have to ask Tom or maybe Miranda, maybe did some of the effects people, did other people involved come up with some of those ideas, some of that craziness, or is Lloyd Kaufman just that cuckoo in the head that he was able to come up with all that shit? It was very funny. It was very funny. And then finally, when Hamas derobes and she's in the bikini, she's got the bomb on. She's still gonna go like for America. And she runs off, and it's like, oh, la, la, la. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Here's the thing: Trauma is never gonna worry about making a movie that will get them canceled. Many of their movies, if you tried to nitpick them, you could go like, oh, you should cancel this movie. This movie's fucking hilarious, and they didn't care who they pissed off. So, it was before the whole time where we got so sensitive about everything. So I think I don't know if they would have the balls to make that movie now, but what a wild ride! Chaos. Just the characters were funny, and how stupid the lead was. And I'm horrible with names, but the main guy, who was devastated because his girlfriend became a lesbian. And the other girl really wasn't even a lesbian. She was just in cahoots with the colonel to get everybody to eat the chicken. That was very funny. That was a very funny twist in the story there. But man, I should have pulled up. I didn't think about pulling up so I could talk about their names. But anyways, we don't need to get into all that. It was a fun movie. It's a fucking wild ride. It's funny. I message. I have a group text that I'm in with Fat Samurai Guy and some other folks, and I'm like, okay, Poultrygeist. It's either and I had got to the 27-minute mark, and if you want to know what I'm talking about, go to the 27-minute mark. I was like, up to this point, I wasn't sure if this was the worst movie of all time or the best movie of all time. Previously, I said that about Greasy Strangler. Greasy Strangler is one of the best movies of all time because they stayed in their lane. They knew what they were. Kind of like Poultrygeist. They knew. They stuck to the trauma genre. They kept in line. They didn't try and get outside of themselves. It's a trauma movie. They just went with it, and that's what they should have done. And so, but Greasy Strangler did the same thing. But 26 minutes in, I'm like, man, this is either the worst movie or the best movie ever. I don't know. But at the 27-minute mark, I'm like, okay, this is a good movie. Hysterical, absolutely hysterical shit. So, anyways, if you haven't seen Poultrygeist, I definitely recommend it. It's at least you need to see it once. It's a bit long. If I'm going to knock it, it's a bit long. There's some stuff like the whole poop and everything is like when they're pulling out eyeballs or the guy running around where he got his dick ripped off and got the broomstick shoved and now he's running around with the broomstick coming out his dick. That's kind of funny. All this stuff's funny, but like the whole poop stuff, the whole shit was like I'm not, I need that. But so much funny stuff, so crazy. I had a good time with it. This one, I'm very torn on how to score this because I'm like, at parts of me go like, this is a 10 because they didn't give any fucks and they had a great time and they threw around so much fucking blood and so much gore. It was just so funny. But parts of me are like, yeah, it was trauma, and it's hard to rate trauma that high. But so I'm torn on the score. And so I think for right now, I'm at 3.5 stars on Poultrygeist. And I know that sounds weird that I would rate Poultrygeist above Black Friday, but Black Friday, I think they maybe either should have done more or should have kind of reined it in a little bit. They kind of treaded the line where Poultrygeist is like, fuck it, we're going for it. So I think Poultrygeist, I give a 3.5, which is like a 7 out of 10. It's a very good score. It's definitely worth a watch. And I don't even know if I own a copy of Poultrygeist. Let's see here. Poughkeepsie Prey. No, I don't own it. I don't. Oh, you know what though? I do have like a box set that it may be in. That's somewhere up there. But anyways, it's not here. but it was good. It was okay. It's you know what? I don't know that I need to watch that for Thanksgiving, so I'm going to kind of push it away from the Thanksgiving movies to watch every year. But 3.5. That's where I'm at. Let's see. So, oh, you're driving and typing. Well, be careful, Miranda. Be careful. Yeah, he gets attacked by nuggets. I don't know about the mohawk. Okay, yeah, the nuggets was very funny, and they're like choo, 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 getting stuck on his face, and they must have shot that in reverse and had like strings on them and like pulled them out and then just put the video in reverse. That's the only way I could think they would have done that with the practical effects, but it was very funny. Bad quality. Yes, it's only ever been on VHS. Oh, talking about elves. Let's see. Poltergeist will never be mistaken for Citizen Kane. No, Jeff, you are very correct about that. Well, I ain't seen this and I think I'm good. Yeah, it's hey, Poltergeist. I wish it was a bit shorter. It's like an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, it was a little bit long for a Poltergeist. Hit the likes. Thank you for the reminder there, Mr. Bones. Yeah, cancel culture, man. And that's where, hey, I get there's some things we want to cancel racism. I'm all cancel it. But canceling movies or things mocking this stuff, it's a shame that happens. Some good films, but trauma films usually a red flag. Yeah, trauma, they're very tough. Trauma films can be very tough. Like Zombiegeddon. Fluffy and I we got so drunk and fell asleep we didn't remember what movie we were watching. Yeah, it's hit or miss with trauma. Definitely all you want out of them is to laugh. They're good movies to watch in groups while you're drinking or smoking or whatever. They're very good for that type of environment. When you're sitting at home alone at night and you're kind of like, oh, I want to put in a horror movie, that's not really the one you're going to go for. But if you're hanging out partying with friends and stuff, definitely like most trauma movies, but Poltergeist is definitely one you could put in. And I don't know why. I'm gonna have to make sure that I do own a copy, because that's one, as weird as it is and over the top and goofy, it is definitely one that I need to have in my collection if I don't. But I have a box set with some trauma stuff up there I gotta go look at. Greasy Strangler is a masterpiece. I know, right? I know. Greasy Strangler. Wow. So then we need to talk about a third movie here, and that is Home Sweet Home. This is the 1981. There's a few movies with the title Home Sweet Home, but the 1981 horror movie Home Sweet Home, where, yes, it looks like Lou Ferrigno is been in a insane asylum and he's gotten out, he's escaped, and now he wants to go back home, but his home is no longer his home. And you get the people that are there that are kind of in his way that he feels like he needs to kill. And watching it on YouTube, neither one, and I appreciate big ups to Mr. Bones for hooking it up with the links and finding those. Both of them were pretty rough as far as the quality, kind of like watching Elves. So it was pick your poison, and I went with the one I thought was the better of the two. But as far as the story, you get a group of people that are going together to kind of celebrate. Why are they all? Are they all getting together for Thanksgiving? I think, or something. But the Lou Ferrigno character, the bad guy, gets out of the asylum and he's coming, and he starts seeing them and he starts picking them off one by one. Problems with the movie are, I mean, it was very comedic. There was a lot of funny moments, but it wasn't, I didn't look at this like a full horror comedy. And so I wish they would have either gone more comedy or more straight and narrow, because with the some of the funny moments, I don't know. It just, there were some funny moments that I laughed, but then you have the cast start disappearing. They're like getting killed. They're getting knocked off one at a time. And then they're kind of like, their crowd for their dinner party is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And they're like, oh, they're probably doing this. They're okay. Oh, they're probably doing this. They're okay. Oh, they're probably stopped off here or whatever. They're okay. this shit would get weird after a while because like it was daytime and now it's dark. So the whole excuses of them like being okay was not, that was an issue to me. That definitely needed to be comedic, and it wasn't comedic enough. Oh, look. What's up, sexy girl? Wet movie one. That message you sent me. Oh, you're welcome for that, buddy. You're welcome. Yes, hello, Mr. Wet in the house. Would you be seeing Monarch Legacy of Monsters? I don't think so, Brian. That does not ring a bell. I don't know that I've seen it. How old is that? Is that relatively recent? But so Home Sweet Home, I like the killer. It's, kind of like Michael Myers is coming home. But the reason for the kills is different, but you got your killer coming home. Big, imposing, scary presence. He kills people in a variety of ways. That's fun. I thought I liked the locations. I liked the cars. I liked the actors. I would love to see Home Sweet Home in high def. And I'm going to have to try, just like Elves and everything. We'll hope that we can find a copy or we can get a copy. But Home Sweet Home is definitely one that is worthy of being on the Thanksgiving watch list. And I want to see a high def copy. I think I would be able to appreciate it that much more. So, but I liked it. But because of, I think they kind of didn't know whether it was comedy or not. And then you have the one character who was very awkward. The guy who was like, oh, betting on the game. And then the power goes out, so we can't watch the game. This guy, why do movies always have to have the one dickhead or the one guy who's not happy to be there or whatever? I didn't care for that character at all. I was like, let's just kill this guy off, get rid of him quick, which we end up getting rid of him. But it was just, that guy was annoying. I didn't care for that guy. I felt like it was out of place. We didn't need that. It would have been better if everybody there loved each other and we're all good friends. And this guy is like, I'm here to talk business. And like, no, we're here to have a dinner together as friends, or friends, family, whatever. So I feel like they didn't need that character. They just wrote that character out. I would have been better with that, and made them all care more and love each other, and so and help the audience identify and help the audience root for these characters. Because that way, if it's not a comedy, you want to root for the characters. You don't want to see them killed. If it's a comedy, you're like, kill them all. Let's make characters I don't like. And that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's like, is this really a comedy or is it not? There was very comedic aspects. But because of all that, I like it. I want to see it more. I'm going to give it a better than average score, but it's still, maybe my opinion would change seeing it high def. But for being 1981, slashers and horrors are really getting popular. I mean, you've got Friday the 13th and all these different movies coming out around that time. The late 70s, early 80s. What a time for horror movies. And so everybody was trying to get in the action, get a piece of the pie. For being a lower budget movie, I thought they did a pretty good job with this. But a couple different things got me going like, eh. So I give it a 6. I give it a 6 out of 10. I give it a 3 stars. So Home Sweet Home gets a 3. Black Friday gets a 3, and Poultrygeist gets a 3.5. That is where I'm at with those scores. Let's see here. I give Home Sweet Home an A for effort. No, and Jeff, I agree with that 100%. So they knew what they wanted to do. They went, they got the location, they got, decent actors, they got, like some good effects, cars, things like that. And that's what I want to appreciate, that stuff a little bit more, seeing it in even if it's not full high def, at least like better quality than what we got out there on YouTube. So this is a movie like Elves. I will definitely campaign for Home Sweet Home to get a better copy of right there. So there it is. I'm going to New York, so I don't know that I'm going to have time to go watch any more Thanksgiving horror movies. So looking at our list for the month, let's see. I think there's one maybe that we didn't get to. Let's see if I'm going to go back and pull up the list here. And then we'll pull it up. Boom, boom. So here we go. So we had Thanksgiving, and this is off the top of my head right now. I'm not looking at my letterboxd. I'll just give my ratings as I think I remember them right now. Thanksgiving, I'm going to give that a 4-star. It's a solid 4-star. It's an amazing movie. Pilgrim, probably going to give that 2.5. It had some issues. It's worth a watch, but it had some issues. I'll give it 2.5 stars. Seance, probably right there at 2.5 stars. A lot of problems with, I know a lot. It was supposed to be take place over Thanksgiving break and stuff, so a lot of the school staff and everybody would have been gone. But I felt like there was not enough staff, so it wasn't really believable. Some of it was a little wonky. I did like the, kind of the twist and stuff. But Seance, I'm going to give it a 2.5 right there, same time. The Last Thanksgiving can really go fuck itself. Right now, I would give it a 1.5 stars. Black Friday, 3 stars. Poltergeist, 3.5. The Boneyard, man, we've watched too many movies. The Boneyard was pretty good. I think I was at a 3 stars on the Boneyard. Home Sweet Home, 3 stars. Okay, so Blood Rage and You Better Watch Out. Didn't see those two. So there's 2 more that we didn't get to. But anyways, a decent month of Thanksgiving horror movie watching. So I did, you know what? I didn't even prepare for homework for next week. And Blood Rage, I think somebody found, or You Better Watch Out. Somebody found where to watch those or something, but I don't remember. But we're moving in to the Christmas week, or Christmas holiday after the end of this week. And being that I'm going to be in New York, it may not be feasible for me to watch a couple movies, because we're leaving when I end this video. We're getting in the car and we're driving to the airport to go to New York. So I can't give homework this week, but next week from New York, I will announce the homework for the following week, and we'll start in the Christmas horror movies. And that when I get back in town, I'll be back on like Tuesday the 3rd or something. So maybe like Wednesday or Thursday. Well, Thursday I'll be at Cinestalker's pad. But that week I will do a video of ranking or putting out some Christmas horror movies that we want to watch for that month. And then we'll start with the homework for that. But I'll pick a couple that we'll watch. If you have ideas, comment on this video after we're done, and the regular comments, recommendations for Christmas horror movies that we should watch, and we'll compile a list and we'll get started with that. We'll make those announcements next week. Nick B, what's up, Nick B? Hey, I am very thankful for you, the legend Nick B. OGP, have you ever watched Deer Camp 86? It's a fun little movie, kind of low budget, but some funny parts. I don't know. It's Deer Camp from 1986? I don't know. Let me put it on my list. And almost watched Deer Camp last night, says Jeff. Where would you see it's available? Is it are we talking Tubi? Let's see. Deer Camp, and I can't remember. I may have seen it, I just don't remember offhand. Blood Rage is a classic and it's on YouTube. Yeah, okay. So and what's the quality? Have you seen the quality of Blood Rage? That one, I definitely want to see Blood Rage, and I definitely want to see You Better Watch Out. Now, there's another one. The movie, I think it's just called Better Watch Out, not like You Better Watch Out, but just Better Watch Out is not a fan. But Blood Rage, I'm putting that on here on my list too, to make sure that I don't forget about him. Blood Rage is an Arrow video. I own it. You might want to grab yourself a copy later. Okay. And you know what? I seem to remember, maybe you mentioned that or somebody else mentioned that before. Yes. Okay. So that's where I got to get a copy. I saw something about a new Christmas horror film about Scrooge releasing soon. Yeah, we're gonna have to dive into that. There are some new Christmas horror movies coming out. There's so much good, like just good looking movies coming out over the next few months. So when it comes to horror movies, so I'm excited about a ton. Indrid, what's up, Indrid? Man, I am thankful for Indrid. How you doing, Indrid? No, Deer Camp is new. Oh, so it's called Deer Camp 86. Okay. So 86 is part of the title. It's one of those like where it's made to kind of look like the 80s or something. What is the one? There's one, it's not Deer Camp. There's another one that is was kind of new, but it's shot supposed to be like back in the 80s. It was amazing where the kids find, they think their neighbor's up to like no good. It's kind of like a Stranger Things kind of vibe. And then the dad makes them all apologize and stuff, but you find out the neighbor really is a shithead. Whatever that was called. Maybe it's something 84. Was that called something 80? Something 84, I think, but that was summer of 84. Was that it, Mr. Bones? Okay, thank you. Yes, that's a fucking phenomenal movie. I love that movie. That's a really good one. Got it over there. Own it. I just it was like all the way over there. Couldn't go get it. But all in all, not the worst week of movie watching when it comes to these. I'm not gonna lie. With Home Sweet Home, I was a little worried, and with Poultry Guys, I was like, oh, but it got funny just because of the length and everything. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this, but it was very funny. And then Black Friday, it started off like, okay, pretty good. We're doing all right. And but then it was like I was worried that we were just gonna get Bruce Campbell in the office. But once he came out of the office, I was like, whew, sigh of relief. Let's enjoy this movie. So 3 good movies. All in all, the Last Thanksgiving, if I found a copy, I may pick it up just because it's a Thanksgiving horror movie and I collect them. I didn't mention Thanksgiving on the list of movies. So we also watched Thanksgiving 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we watched 10 Thanksgiving horror movies. Not bad. Not bad. Final Girls is also set in the 80s, I think. Okay, nice. And man, I know. I think you guys have been telling me about Final Girls for a while. That name is ringing a bell, and I've seen ads for it and stuff, but I just don't think I've ever watched it. Is The Substance worth buying on Blu-ray? Still haven't seen it, Nick. I will be buying The Substance. I'm hoping on 4K. I mean, fuck. The Substance, one day down the road, it's going to get an Arrow Video. It's going to get a Criterion. It's going to get fucking something. I don't know. And I will buy it. The Substance is amazing. So far, favorite movies of the year: The Substance, Late Night with the Devil, Immaculate. And we can talk. Shit, I just saw it. Just came out too. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. But those 3, those are my top 3. There's others that are close: Late Night with the Devil, Immaculate, and The Substance. Those 3, so good, so good. Yes, definitely OGP approved as far as movies go. And The Substance, you're watching it, and you're like, okay, we have Demi Moore, who's a little bit older, but still holding her own. And we have this younger girl, and they're naked a lot. So I mean, like a lot. So if you want to watch it for that, there's that. You definitely have the eye candy aspect, but the story, the way things happen, it gets pretty good and pretty intense, and the effects are pretty good. And it's like, you're like, okay, this is a pretty serious, like legit horror movie shot. The lot of the cinematography was very reminiscent of Stanley Kubrick. The way things were framed and the coloring and just the stylistic, cinematography. It was just very much like, Kubrick-esque. And so I'm loving every bit of it. And then the end takes maybe the third act, the whole third act takes a fucking hard left turn and blows your mind. So definitely It is getting 4K. Decent. Thanks, Nocturnal. I have Late Night. Haven't seen Immaculate. Love Substance. Immaculate is what the First Omen should have been. Immaculate is fucking amazing. And I'm telling you, the end, oh my God. These filmmakers had some balls to do what they did at the end of Immaculate. I absolutely love it. The young girl dad used prosthetic boobs on her for some reason. You're saying the younger girl in the Substance, those are fake boobs? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Demi Moore she shows a lot more than a little skin. A lot more than a little. What's going on here? Oh, get a message from Justin. But anyways, I love those movies. I absolutely love them. They're great. And it definitely shows you the Substance. I mean, it's a really good concept. It really makes you think. If you had the opportunity to do this, would you? And then you, like Demi Moore's character, you meet other people that are in the same boat, that have done this, that have embraced this substance, and you get to see how their lives have changed, and it's just very good. It is very good. Okay, well that's interesting, because they show a lot of them, and if those were fake, that makeup department did a great job, because you would have never known. But man, look at that. We've already been going here an hour, and being that I've got to get to New York, I've got a plane to catch. We're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. I hate to do that. Love to sit here and talk movies all night with y'all, but man, look at that. We replaced this guy right here. We moved him over and put the elf over here. Look at that. Did you know this I was going to have a guest cameo from Will Ferrell here. Good stuff. Love the movie Elf. Very funny movie. Maybe Will Ferrell's last funny movie. I don't know the chronological order of all his movies, but it was toward the end there. You going to Trump Tower? I don't think so. I'm sure we'll probably pass by it at some point. But New York. So we've already booked, because you want to get this stuff ahead of time so it doesn't sell out or whatever. We booked Santaland we're taking our niece. So Santaland at Macy's, we're going there. We're going to see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thanksgiving. We got some ice skating booked at Bryant Park. We have tickets to go up to the top of the Statue of Liberty. We're going to go, I don't know, we haven't decided yet if we're going to go up Empire State Building, Rockefeller, or if we're going to go up one of the new One World Trade Center. We've been to the top of all of them. This is not my first rodeo in New York. Been there a million times, but this is our niece's first time going. So we're going to do all the fun stuff with her. And then, of course, go see, Ground Zero, and we've been to the museum there, but it's always, kind of something I need to go do and pay my respects at Ground Zero for everybody that was, all the lives that were lost that day. But man, tons of fun stuff. Going to eat some good food, and man, I can't wait. Very much looking forward to it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, hopefully, we're going to try and see like Radio City Rockettes, which we've seen them twice, I think, but they change to show up a little bit each year. And then we're going to go try and see like another Broadway play. So we'll see about all that stuff, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to get there. We're already packed. My suitcase is sitting out there. I just got to go get cleaned up a little bit, probably hop in the shower, freshen up, get clean, so I'm not stinky on a plane. And that's one thing you don't want. You could take snakes on a plane. You could take brown snakes on a plane if you're a Death Toilet fan. But you cannot take stinky on a plane. That's no good. Being on an airplane next to somebody who's stinky, no fun. Matt was telling me all about that. Apparently he had a ride on his airplane to his sister's wedding next to a big guy who was very stinky, smelled like old sausage. As soon as he said that, I understood where he was going. Because you ever sit next to somebody, or you ever catch a whiff of somebody and they smell like old, stale, moldy sausage? That is the worst. You smell like that, go take yourself a fucking shower. If you don't have a shower, if you're homeless, jump in a lake. Do what you got to do, but get that sausage smell off you. It's not a good smell. Jackie Hale, what's up? Good evening, everyone. I am naked. Decent. Well, it's a good thing the camera's pointed at me, not you, or else YouTube would not be very happy with us. Maybe some of the other viewers would enjoy if the camera was pointed at you. But YouTube would not. So it's a good thing the camera's pointing at me. But Jackie, I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon or evening wherever you are. And Miguel R, what's up, Anchorman? Love Anchorman. Anchorman's great. Anchorman 2, wow, was that what happened there? Hopefully, as much as we love Anchorman, I hope we don't get with Happy Gilmore 2. I hope we don't get what we got with Anchorman 2. I hope, man, Happy Gilmore was great. Anchorman, great. Anchorman 2, Happy Gilmore 2, yet to be seen. We shall see. I'm not sure about that yet. But anyways, everybody, I hate to do this. I hate to run because it's been a lot of fun. So if you would, before I go, please, if you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in a couple days. Maybe, who knows, maybe tomorrow from somewhere in New York. I'll be doing some live streams over the next few days from New York City. New York City. Yes, I will be doing some live streams there, and I'll be shooting some videos that I'll edit and upload from when I get back. So there's going to be some fun stuff coming. Just not every single day like I was before, because I just was like, I don't know how the internet's going to be in the hotel. And I've been in hotels where I've tried to upload videos and it's gone all night and it just hasn't worked. Sometimes the hotel internet's not great. So I'm not going to bother trying to do that. But live streams, there should be internet to do live streams in New York, no problem. So looking for those. They will be up there randomly. And that's all I got to say about that. Buckaroo Bros, Christian, what's up? Man, I am thankful for you and everybody. Jackie, Miguel, everybody. If I haven't said it to you all directly, I am thankful for each and every one of you legends. Have yourselves a wonderful Thanksgiving week. Hopefully you're all getting to spend some time with your families or friends or loved ones or just people that you care about and enjoy being around, and be thankful for the things that we've got. You know, we don't all have a lot, but we've all got our lives. We are here and we are breathing, and we got to be thankful for that, if nothing else. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I will see you from New York City when we meet.